Hi, it's Catherine from In the Pink Designs. Today I have a little mini bag that has one of these highlighters in it. These highlighters came from Target. They were $1 for 3. And it came with a yellow one, a pink, and a blue. They're really cute because they have a little clasp on the back that will slide right onto your pad. So I liked these. They were $1 in the dollar spot. So if you're going to give everybody a little tiny gift, they're great for office gifts, school, anything you would like, and it would be 33 cents each. Or you can fit in 3 of the mini Mentos, and they come in this bag. And I got this at Dollar Tree. And there's 23 pieces in there. Okay. So what I used in this is the Flowers and Fields Designer Series paper, which is part of the celebration, and it is free with a $50 purchase. Let me just check that, make sure. Yeah, right here. $50. You get this pack free. It has 12 sheets of 6 double-sided designs. And I also used this little tag that I love so much from the Hydrangea dies. So it's Hydrangea Haven stamp set, but I used the Hydrangea dies for the little tag. And this Just For You sentiment is from Sweet Strawberry stamp set. And I used some of the Opal Rounds on the bottom. Okay, so, the best thing about this is you can get 9 of these out of one piece of 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. So you really get a lot of gifts for not so much money. Okay, so all we need is one piece that is 4 inches by 3 3/4. I'm going to bring my Simply Score, and we're going to start on the 4-inch side. And we're going to score at 3/4, 1 3/4, 2 1/2, and 3 1/2. Okay, and then we're going to turn it a quarter turn to the 3 3/4 inch side, and we're going to score at 3/4 and 3 1/4. And I will put all these measurements below and all of the links on my blog, and I'll put my blog address below. Okay, now we're going to fold and burnish. Let's see, yeah, that's good. Okay, and then we have it on the 4-inch side. With the 4-inch side like this, there's a 3/4 inch side at the bottom and a 1/2 inch side at the top. Fold the 1/2 inch side back because that's going to be our top. Okay. All right, and in that same position, what we're going to do with this 1/2 inch piece that is on the right hand side, there's a rectangle at the bottom. We're going to take that off. And just wedge a little on the piece above it, and then we're going to follow it up and just take a little wedge out of that piece on that square that's on the top. Alrighty. And then we're just going to keep the rectangle straight on the bottom and take a little wedge out of each square. This is very easy and quick. You don't need a lot of supplies. You can fill it with very economical treats or little supplies. You could even put some cute paper clips in here. Lots of little office supplies you could put in here too. And I love that you can make 9 from one piece of paper. Unfortunately, since it goes 4, you could use your 6 by 6, but you won't get 2 out of it. You'd only get 1 out of the 6 by 6. Okay, now we need some tear and tape. And on this piece here, we're going to go all the way from the top to the bottom. of that. And then I'm just going to put one more piece next to it, just at the top, because when we pinch this top part, this needs to adhere. Okay, I'm going to get my take your pick tool, take these off, and then I'm going to fold it. Oops, and fold the other side to meet it, just like that. Now this is going to be our back right here. So this flap's going to go down before the front flap. Okay, so we'll put the two sides in, put the back flap, and then this is the one we need some more tear and tape on. Here it is. You only really need one. I don't think you'll put too much heavy, but if you do put a bunch of pretty colored paper clips or sparkling ones or something like that, maybe you should put two. Okay, I'm just gonna stand it up and square it and give it a good press. Okay, now here's our back. All right, and I'm going to put in my highlighter now. I'm going to show you. You can fit in 3 of the Mentos. 1, 2. Oops, now it's going to make, I know you can. Let's see. 3. Okay? It's going to keep popping up. And then you're going to push with your pointer and squeeze with your thumb and middle finger. Okay? But I want to put the other, highlighter in. There we go. Okay, now I'm just going to take a clip that I have. Oh, goodness. There we go. I'm just going to put it right on the tip of this. And I'm going to take some of our Crinkled seam binding ribbon, and I'm just going to tie a bow. Now you could always use one of our clever clasps also, which I have right here to clip on if you wanted, but I wanted to change it up a little bit and put on some of this seam binding. I haven't used the seam binding in a project yet, and I was dying to. And then it just makes it a little bit easier for you to tie a bow with that clip on there. Okay. Then I'm just going to trim it. Alrighty. Now we're going to do a little bit of stamping. I'm going to use a little bit of cherry cobbler. And I'm going to use my Versamark ink. Oops, this way. And I'm going to use the sentiment from Sweet Strawberry stamp set, which says "Just for You." And I'm going to use some white Stampin' Emboss powder. And I'm going to heat it up and I'll be right back. Okay. And then I'm going to take my die and I'm going to put it right over. It fits in there just perfect, and I'll be right back. Now I just want to get some of our white twine, which is from the Snail Mail, I think. Yep, Snail Mail Twine Combo Pack. I just need to poke out that little, there we go. And I'm just going to I'm going to fold the twine I cut in half and put the loop through the hole, open up the loop, and put the tails through it. Okay, now I'm just going to tie this around the seam binding bow and tie another bow on top. Okay, and then I'm just going to clip off the ends so they're even. Okay, and if you see how it's going, your tag, this is going upside down. So if that happens, which it happens to me pretty often, I'm just going to take a glue dot, put it underneath it, and just tack it right where you want it. And just fuss with it more. Okay, and for the final touch, I'm adding some of these Opal Rounds, which are also in the new mini catalog. And I'm going to put 3 of them right on the bottom. Just like that. Okay. And there you go. You have your highlighter or little mini Mentos. They're the same size Mentos, but they're little mini packages. Gifts already packaged. You can give out lots of them. It won't cost you too much. Thank you so much for joining me today. I would love it if you would subscribe and hit the like button. And if you want to be notified when I upload a video, you can hit the notification bell. And you can purchase any of the supplies, the paper craft supplies, from me at the address at the top of the screen, CatherineTiemann.stampinup.net. I got the Mentos at Dollar Tree and the mini highlighters from the Dollar Spot at Target. I will see you next time. Bye.